Hi guys, back with another video for you today. I'm in a different location today. I'm in Rachel's kitchen.
Welcome.
She is my food stylist and cookie baker friend, next door neighbor. So today we have a different kind of video. I'm going to show you my orange blossom ice cream recipe and also talk to you about 3 fragrances that I have in my collection that smells like orange blossom ice cream that I grew up eating when I was a little kid, that I still love today. So you want to find out what they are, please stick around. Oh, one more thing, we also have samples to give away. 1 sample of each and 3 ml to 1 subscriber of this channel from the entire world. So please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time on this channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, discovering new brands, participating in giveaways, and still haven't subscribed to the channel, please click that subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. Rachel, thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Well, actually, thank you for having me in your kitchen.
You're welcome anytime, Sam.
Okay, good. Do you like orange blossom?
I love it, yeah.
Do you know what it is?
I am like aware of like it grows on trees, like it's this fragrant, lovely like blossom and orange, but
being from the Mediterranean, I just absolutely love orange blossom. It's what becomes an orange.
Yeah.
So they grow in the spring and you can smell them and they are so fragrant and they smell wonderful.
Do you cook with it as well?
We do.
Or is it?
It's used a lot in desserts.
Oh.
And there's a product called orange blossom water in the Middle East. People use it. And if you are a fan of baklava.
What is that?
It's a pastry, a Middle Eastern or Greek pastry.
Oh, okay.
And it's phyllo dough.
Oh.
You know phyllo dough?
Yes, of course.
So in the Middle East, not necessarily in Greece, in the Middle East, they make their simple syrup that's poured onto the baklava with this stuff right here.
Wow.
So
cool.
it gives this like fragrant floral flavor to the simple syrup.
That sounds delicious.
So this is actually what we use to make our orange blossom ice cream. And the recipe is very, very easy. So basically, you have a container of ice cream. French vanilla is the one I go for because it also makes the flavor different. I don't know what the differences are between plain vanilla or French vanilla, but if you're going to make this recipe, go for the French vanilla. You need this container, it's a ½ gallon. And all it requires is 2 tablespoons of this stuff. That's it, nothing else. And basically, you put it in the bowl, and you have to have it at room temperature, so it can come out of the bowl.
Oh, so it's soft.
Yeah, it's soft. And then you put the 2 tablespoons of the orange blossom water in there, mix it up very nicely, so you can get all the orange blossom throughout the whole ice cream. And then you put it back in your container, and you scoop it up, and then you put it in a bowl like this, and then you sprinkle it with some pistachios. Pistachios are a key ingredient for this because they kind of really go well with the orange blossom flavoring and the creamy ice cream.
Yeah.
So it's really, really yummy, and I'm going to show you how you guys can do that in a little bit. But we have 3 fragrances that I can tell you about that are really, really amazing for orange blossom ice cream flavoring.
Amazing.
You want to smell them?
Absolutely.
All right, so we have 3 fragrances. One of them is from an Italian brand called Profumum Roma, and this is Battito D'Ali, this one right here. And then we also have Unforsaken from Kerosene, this one right here. And then we have Orange Flower Oud from Buterbaugh Florals. So the first one that came out was 2010 for this one, and I believe Unforsaken was in 2014 or 2015, and then Orange Flower Oud was launched in 2017, last year. Alright, so the first one is Battito D'Ali from Profumum Roma, and Profumum Roma is a brand from Rome, Italy. And they have very concentrated fragrances, like really strong. And the first time I wore this was like 4 or 5 years ago, and I thought immediately, God, it reminds me of that ice cream I grew up eating. So, you want to take a smell?
Yes, please.
You don't want to take a listen, you want to take a smell.
I definitely want to take a smell, yeah.
So, let's go ahead and smell Battito D'Ali. This is really yummy. So this has notes of orange flower, myrrh, vanilla, cacao, and coconut.
Yeah. Goodness, it's amazing. Yeah, it starts out with like a very strong, like citrus, like almost licorice. Like it is citrus, but it's definitely in a liquid form. Like it's been condensed, and then it comes a little bit sweeter, and I definitely get like a rich, deep like vanilla bean just after that, and then it finishes with a little bit of coconut. Am I right?
Absolutely.
How did I do?
So to me, this one actually smells like the nuts are in there. So remember I mentioned the pistachio nuts?
Yeah. So
this one has
so
a nuttiness about it. Perhaps it's from the coconut. And then there's also that cacao. You can pick it up lightly there.
And that's how I think that's like the depth of it that I feel. It's like it starts out lighter with your citrus, like your rich citrus, but then there's like a deep like undertone of like a nutty, rich cacao. Yeah. Goodness, it's so good.
It's so good that you want to eat it.
Yeah, you do. I think I like got hungry when I smelled that.
Really? Wow. So this one retails for $265 as a 100 ml bottle. And I believe Lucky Scent carries this one if you wanted to buy a bottle. So the next one is Kerosene's Unforsaken, which was launched in 2015. This has notes of tangerine, clementine, coconut, yuzu, orange blossom, jasmine, ginger, tonka, beans, benzoin, vanilla, and musk.
Wow.
So there's a lot more going on here with notes.
Yeah.
But this is really, really yummy. This one actually, to me, it's a little more powdery as well. Yum. Delicious. Really, really delicious.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot stronger. It has like a much more like intense presence than the last one I think we smelled. Yeah.
Usually this brand is known for intensity, but I can see that. I think it's the other one seems a little more simple, less going on with notes.
Yeah.
But the Kerosene, there's a lot more going on.
Possibly I feel like it's stronger because it feels like more complicated.
It's more complex, yeah.
Maybe
Does it taste delicious to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like good enough to eat?
Yeah. Yes.
This one I like because you can actually smell not only the orange blossom, but the citrus fruits in here, because you have that clementine and you have the yuzu, so it does have a very citrusy presence.
Yeah.
But the resin notes, like the benzoin and the vanilla, which is not a resin, of course, but the benzoin and the vanilla kind of give it like this really yummy vanilla quality that I really like. Yummy stuff.
It's so good.
All right. So that one retails as 100 ml for $140, and I have a link to Kerosene. If you are interested in picking up a bottle, you can do that from their website. So the next one is from Eric Buterbaugh Florals. So Eric Buterbaugh is a celebrity florist in Hollywood.
Okay.
I think in Beverly Hills, I shouldn't say Hollywood. And he has a big collection of fragrances that are sold at Saks Fifth Avenue. And then he launched 3 ouds last year. One of them is the orange flower oud. And as soon as I smelled it, I was like, this is really, really delicious. It does remind me of this ice cream that I used to have. Not necessarily similar to these two. They have their own, unique twist to them, but really, really smells great. So this one comes in this beautiful, gorgeous bottle, the black bottle here.
Yeah,
and
lovely.
This is actually not sprayable. It's a decantable bottle.
Oh.
So it does have this little funnel.
Okay.
And you can decant it into a sprayer like this.
Oh.
So that you can either use that to dab, like you can use this to do that if you want. Or you can spray it, which I prefer to spray. I don't like to dab. But this one has top notes of champaka, frangipani, Egyptian orange flower, and bergamot. In the heart you have patchouli, vetiver, and oud. So you have oud here, which we've learned for you it's a little too strong. And then in the base notes you have vanilla and oak moss. But I think that the oud is not so present here. It's more about the orange blossom.
Okay.
Delicious.
Yeah, goodness, it's so good. All of these are so good. It is. It's so delicious.
Now, do you pick up a lot of different floral notes at the top?
And that's the very first thing I was going to say. It's like it's very floral, and I think I just wasn't sure if I was wrong.
Well, this was actually...
But it's very floral,
It's the more floral of the 3.
Yeah, it's almost more like you're inside the citrus garden, I think is the better experience of it.
And then it does get weighty, the vanilla comes through, and then it starts smelling like, oh my god, it's like the ice cream, creamy vanilla, French vanilla ice cream with that orange blossom water.
Yeah,
so,
it gets sweeter at the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this one actually retails as a 100 ml bottle like this for $395, and there's also a smaller size and then a larger size as well. So you can check that out. I'll have a link to EB Florals or Eric Buterbaugh Florals website in the info box. You can go there and check it out. And also, if you're in San Francisco or near Saks Fifth Avenue store, you can go and smell the collection. I have a separate video for 6 of their fragrances that I have reviewed, so you can find that as well. And of course, I have featured Unforsaken in my Orange Blossom and Neroli video as well. So Rachel, let's go ahead and show them how to make this ice cream.
Let's do it.
Okay. So basically,
should I take this off?
Yeah, you're good at creating recipes. So why don't we dump that into...
Okay. Right here. The whole thing goes in?
Yep.
Okay. It's nice and soft. It's room temperature. Comes out nice and easy.
Creamy, velvety, smooth.
Look at that. Oh, perfect.
Perfect. Whoops. All right. This is our first time making a recipe video, guys.
All right.
So yeah, mash that down.
Okay. Getting my little workout in.
So why don't we go ahead and put the orange blossom water in there?
Oh, perfect. Okay.
This is actually a teaspoon, right?
It's over a teaspoon for sure.
Okay, so that's two's plenty.
Yeah, two's plenty.
So you don't want to overdo the orange blossom. It might get a little on the more orange blossom side because you definitely want to taste the vanilla, but you want that light touch of the orange blossom in there. It makes it so, so yummy. And if you guys are at all familiar with Middle Eastern cooking, you would know that this is a staple in cooking. And in fact, it's actually good for you to just drink the orange blossom water. So basically you can put it in a teaspoon like this.
Is there any health benefits to it?
And then have it. There are health benefits. I don't really know, but my grandmother used to have us drink some if you're having like lightheadedness and things like that. And so and at the time I was like, I'm a kid, you know, it's like, this tastes weird. Why am I drinking this stuff? But it's actually pretty delicious, actually. If you like the way orange blossom smells, you're gonna really love the way it tastes. And you can find these at like Middle Eastern markets, or Amazon carries it. It's just under $10 for a bottle.
Okay.
All right, so...
How is this looking?
Looks good. So why don't we put some... You want to try some?
Yeah, absolutely I do.
Okay. So I have some in here.
Okay. Just gonna take it off just like that. How's that? Would you like more?
This one's yours.
Oh, goodness. How's that? Ah, lovely.
So make sure you have the pistachios.
Thank you very much.
And this one is not used.
Thank you. Let me serve you some.
Just a little more, just a tiny, not as much as you.
Okay, put something pretty for the top. There we go.
Ah. You want some more pistachios?
Sure. I love pistachios.
Me too.
Perfect. It's so good.
We can actually increase the orange blossom a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's like really, really yummy. It's a floral, creamy floral dessert.
And I love the textures of the pistachios on top. Really adds to it. I love that crunch.
You do?
Yeah, I love it.
Now, would you chop the pistachios or have it just whole?
I like them whole, but I think that's probably just personal preference. Yeah. Yeah.
So which one of the fragrances is your favorite?
I liked the first one the best.
You did?
Yep, I did.
What makes you like that one more?
I think I just liked the progression of the layers of the smell the most. Like, I liked that it started out really citrusy and was bright, and I could clearly identify, like, okay, this is the kind of citrus, and then it moved into like a sweeter, more coconut, but at the same time had like a nutty, like underlying note to it. I think I liked that it was a little bit more simple than the other two. It's just my personal favorite.
These two are definitely more complex.
Yeah.
Even though this is a very complex house, I think a lot of their fragrances tend to just focus on 1 or 2 or 3 notes in their fragrances, so they're not as complex. And I think, knowing you, you don't like a lot of complexity.
I don't.
I think it overwhelms you a little bit. But I like my fragrances to be complex. But I love all three of these for different reasons. This one's the most powdery of the three. And I think some of the resins in here gives it the more powdery. And this is the most floral of the three because it's all about florals. It's a florist, a famous florist, Eric Buterbaugh, celebrity or Hollywood Beverly Hills florist, of course. And so it starts out very, very floral. Then it becomes creamier and creamier and creamier as it's drying down.
Yeah.
And then at that same time, you also get the oud note come out because it is, after all, called orange flower oud.
Yeah.
So anyway, so different styles, different fragrances, and
Yes. But all delicious.
very, very
Absolutely
yummy.
all delicious. Yeah.
Very yummy. So let's have a little bit more of our ice cream.
I'm also really enjoying the texture of it.
You are?
Yeah, I love that since we whipped it, it's like a softer, it feels more like soft serve.
Soft serve?
Is that how you serve it, usually?
Well, you put it back in the freezer.
Oh, okay.
In the container.
Okay, and it freezes back up.
It freezes back up, but I like it soft.
I like it soft too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyway, guys, if you have any questions or comments about this ice cream recipe, the orange blossom ice cream recipe, please put a comment down, let me know. If you're interested in picking up a bottle of this, I'll have a link in the info box. If you're curious about these three fragrances, Battito D'Ali from Profumum Roma, Unforsaken from Kerosene, and then also Orange Flower Oud from Eric Buterbaugh Flowers. I'll have links to their websites in the info box. You can go there and find out more information. If you love orange blossom fragrances and neroli fragrances, I have a top 20 list. You can also check that out and watch and enjoy. But other than that, guys, have you tried these fragrances? Do you like them? Do you have them? Or do you wish to get them? Please put a comment down. Let's get a conversation started. Also, please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.